We are right now seeing seismic changes, both in terms of how organizations are structured as well as how managers manage. These changes are a bit confusing and frustrating to a lot of managers. So I'd like to take a few minutes to explain what's actually happening and how we can embrace these changes. Old school organizational structures and management styles date back to the Industrial Revolution. Originally based on the military, they are hierarchical and top down in nature. Managers rely on a command and control style to gain compliance from individuals who do mostly very routine, tactical, and predictable work. They put together very detailed and boring job descriptions with a laundry list of duties and responsibilities, and they try to hold them accountable for doing everything on these lists. This worked fairly well for hundreds of years, until it didn't. Because this structure and style is dependent on three things. It's dependent on the fact that there are more people than there are jobs, that what the people do is mostly routine, tactical, and predictable work, and that they're not required to think or to solve problems. And finally, that those people don't speak up and demand anything different. Well, none of those things are true anymore. Today, and for at least the next several decades, there are more jobs than people. Technology and globalization have automated or offshored much of that routine, tactical, predictable work, and now we require our people to be innovative, creative, strategic, and solutions-oriented. This requires a different way of managing because they are literally using a different part of their brain to do the work. The power balance has certainly shifted from company to individual, and our staff want to be treated as people, not resources. The new way of creating organizational structures and managing staff starts by thinking not about what your staff need to do, but what they need to achieve. Instead of a laundry list of duties and responsibilities, position profiles are now being shaped based on 5 or fewer outcomes with measurable results that are written in real language. Instead of hiring for equivalent skills and experience, smart managers are identifying the right strengths, sometimes called competencies or innate abilities, that the person needs to be successful to achieve those target-rich objectives. It's also important to make sure that their values align with your organization's values. That's actually the definition of having the right culture fit. But how do you attract that right person? The research says that one of the best ways to do this is by having a compelling purpose. Now, it turns out that every one of us want to impact 3 different types of people. First, ourselves. Secondly, our family, friends, team, and colleagues. And then finally, our customers or our clients or the community at large. When it comes to writing a position purpose, and certainly an organizational purpose, the best ones connect directly to that outer circle. What does your company really do to impact your customer or the community at large? Now that you've hired a human who's inspired by your purpose, aligned with your values, and has the right strengths to achieve those target-rich objectives, your role as a manager is simply to get out of the way. Let them use the very strengths you hired them for and give them the autonomy to achieve those objectives the best way they know how to achieve them. And you, their manager, are there to hold them accountable for achieving their objectives, and then support and coach them when they need help, and praise and advocate for them when they succeed. Not only is this new structure and management style more effective for today's workforce, it's also less stressful and more gratifying for you.